Today, the General Assembly met for a special session to tackle the budget and the possible delay for tunnel tolls in Hampton Roads.
The state Senate passed the measure, which means tolls could be delayed until 2014. Now it goes to the House. Then on your side's Andy Fox joins us live from Richmond.
Andy, the local lawmaker who proposed this budget amendment faced some opposition today.
Yes, as we first reported on Wavy.com, there was a legal opinion by something called the Commonwealth. We now find out that was from the State Attorney General's office, and the governor's office consulted with the Office of the Attorney General, apparently, to determine any legal issues that may result from the amendment that says that there will be no tolls until January 1st, 2014. This is a statement from the governor's office. During that review, concerns were raised that any action by the General Assembly in regard to legislation changes to a legally binding contract would run afoul of established law. That information was conveyed today as we first reported, and this is Louise Lucas. What are your concerns, as you heard on that Senate floor today, about whether your amendment is constitutional?
I have no concerns because my language was vetted very well with our legislative staff before I submitted the language, and it says notwithstanding any provision of law. And I can tell you, after being around this General Assembly for 21 years, I can tell you the General Assembly can change any law it puts in place. And this is just one of those times when, as it turned out, the majority of the members on Senate Finance, and as you just saw just a few moments ago, a majority of the members of the Senate on the floor voted in favor of my amendment. So now this budget amendment has passed the Senate and is on its way to the House.
And what if the House rejects your amendment?
Then it gets thrown into conference, and then we go back at it again. But I can say to you, there are those of us who have agreed that we will not vote for a budget if some of these items are taken out of it. So my guess is that tomorrow when we vote on the budget, after it comes back from the House, it's going to be in the same shape and form that it's in right now.
Now, State Senator Tommy Norman from James City County really went after you on the Senate floor.
He went after me, but guess what? He lost today.
Well, he put on a floor amendment that said, hey, if we're going to do it for you, then we want to have toll abatement on the Coleman Bridge.
Well, guess what? He had an opportunity when those bridges were being built to come up and do the same thing that I'm doing. I care about the people in Portsmouth. I care about the people in Norfolk and Hampton Roads. So I put in a budget amendment so that we can postpone collection of these tolls until we have an opportunity to find another way to finance them. They should not be done on the backs of the voters.
Real quick, he said it was bad policy what you've done.
Well, guess what? What I've done only makes what he's done better, because they were going to toll the folks in Hampton Roads for 3.5, 4 years or even longer without any improvements. And so we just were not going to let that happen.
Senator Louise Lucas, thank you very much. Now, the amendment has, the bill has passed in the Senate. It will now go to the House. We will see what happens in the House. But as I've told you, and I warn you, that it is never over until it's over. The House comes up tomorrow. They could reject these amendments, and then it goes to the budget conferees who come up with a compromise. We'll see where that amendment is, where it ends up. January 1st, 2014. Not until then will people be told. We'll see how it all plays out. Tom, back to you.
We are seeing how sausage is being made in the legislative process. Andy Fox reporting live from Richmond.
Never over until it's over.
That's right.